basically, he thanked the police people for doing a good job, for making sure there was peace and all. But he's assuring Nigerians that no matter what happens, they should hold on. That the budget seems to hold a lot of answers to the questions of Nigerians and the issues that we've been having so far. And also, the federal government said through the person of acting President Yemi Oshibanjo, he said that they see the economy growing by 7% in 2020. He expressed a lot of optimism, and it says the growth recovery plan, talking about the budget, has a capacity of spurring a gross domestic product to the tune of 7%. And the Udo Udoma, the Minister of National Planning, also said that during the consultation made with key holders and all of that, that he's expecting that according to the plan the government has put in place, they will their goal is to have a low inflation rate, a stable exchange rate, and a diversified and inclusive growth. And so he's saying that we slided into recession in 2016, but the recommendations so far being put together will take us far above where we were in 2015 and make the economy even better by 2020. And so he's saying that he knows there are issues so far, but he's ensuring Nigerians that the economic team of the government has put in so many ways to mitigate the suffering of the people. And he also stated trying to draw attention to the social interventions, but also noting that there will be a lot of bailouts given to the state governments to also enable them pay the salary of workers and civil servants. So for those who are being owed, they have nothing to worry about, because the federal government is working with the state government to make sure that people are going to be paid the monies that they are owed.
Of course, that is the hope that, of course, people will pay the monies that they are owed, because definitely when people do not get their dues or their wages, there tend to be chaos lurking in the wake, and sadly, they never give 100% efficiency, and hopefully that can be remedied in a short or in no distant time. But let's focus on the fact that a different story right now, where the CBN has informed the committee from the National Assembly that sadly, our forex supply has dropped to about $700 million monthly. Now, the CBN governor, Mr. Gordon Mefele, was summoned by the committee to respond to allegations by importers that the bank was denying them access to forex. Now, keep in mind, this ad hoc committee was headed on that particular date, was headed by a member from Imo State in the National Assembly, Mr. Nana Aigbe, who was conducting the public hearing on the review of pump price. The House had positioned a particular price of moving the current petrol pump price from 145 to 17 naira 4 kobo, but they wanted to get to hear the take of the CBN governor as regards how this can be feasible. And of course, the allegation that, of course, the CBN was denying for some importers forex, but if Mefele was unable to attend this particular sitting, so he sent his deputy, who happens to be Madam Alade, and she came before the committee, and she said it was impossible to meet every forex demand in light of the present scarcity. Now, apparently, according to the CBN deputy, before in 2013-2014, Nigeria was able to get monthly around $2 to $3 billion monthly. I'm talking about the forex exchange now, $2 to $3 billion monthly, but right now, due to the scarcity of forex, they are unable to even get as much as 800 million. In fact, they are pegged around $700 million per month, and this is a big challenge. So it's kind of hard to give a certain amount of forex that is being requested by these oil importers to them, because of course initially in 2013, when we were able to generate around $3 or $4 billion per month, some of this forex requested for was 30% was given by the CBN, then the other 70% was provided by foreign investors. But right now the interbank market is giving us nada. $1.5 million is sold every day, and $1 billion is gone. And of course the CBN is lacking in this regard, and they're definitely hoping that it is change of fortunes in no distant time. But right now, what the CBN generates is 700, or what the CBN has in their coffers every month is about $700 million in the treasury, and that is why it is almost not feasible for, of course, the CBN to be able to give every every petroleum importer who comes to request, or every importer who comes to request for forex at that point in time. But there's a belief, or they have a belief that by 2019 they should be able to completely actually stop the importation of petroleum products in the country. Now, for this to be feasible, the next to dead refineries that are present in the country right now, we have one in Warri, we have one in Kaduna, we also have in, I think, Port Harcourt. There used to be 4, but one, of course, is already shut down. It's not even operational anymore. So it's just 3 working about 40% capacity. So for us to be able to get to stop the importation of petroleum products by 2019, we have to start off again by working on these refineries, getting them back to production rates of, if not 100%, around 90% working capacity. Or depend on, or just start off, scrap up, destroy all of these refineries, or put them to the ground and start up a new one. How soon we can get it operational is what is going to be in doubt. Of course, we do know that, of course, nobody apparently to actually carry out money right now, to get money right now to say you want to start up a refinery is going to be something that's going to be hard to sell, because of course it is now even more expensive to start up a refinery than to get refineries outside of the country to refine for you. But the big issue is the importation back to the country. That is the big problem, and that is where, of course, they usually have problems because of the forex that they have to spend to get all of this done. But in any case, there's the belief by the CBN, by the Ministry of Petroleum. Of course, the Minister of State Aigbe also did say that yes, before 2019, hopefully they can actually remedy this situation and get to obviously stop the importation of petroleum products and start to export more, refine more products in the country. And let's also keep at the back of our mind that one of the billionaires of Africa, Aliko Dangote, is also in the works starting up a refinery in Lagos, and we cannot depend on one individual to carry or shoulder the burdens of the country. But then that is also in the works. So by 2019, all of this could fall into place, all of this could start up, and then Nigeria might just be out of the recession. But if we're going to tally this with what the president or the acting president has said, he said we could be out of the recession by 2019, and then of course the CBN and of course the Ministry of Petroleum are saying that by 2019. Acting President Otubo just said in no distant time, I beg your pardon, that we'll be out of the recession. But the Ministry of Petroleum and, of course, the CBN are saying by 2019 we will stop importing petroleum products. So, we're going to put in around 2 years, which is very, very, very dicey. And except, of course, we have massive returns from investing in agriculture, and then maybe the recession could go a lot sooner. But right now, we are looking at the possibility that in 2019 we'll be able to say finally, once and for all, we're done with the recession, and it's time to move forward in the country.
Well, we actually look forward to moving forward a lot, because Nigeria is, as you know, the giants of Africa. But then we need to not just be the giants of Africa as a slogan, but we also need to be the giants of Africa when it comes to the economy, when we come to the economy of the country within Africa. And still talking about what the CBN said concerning the investments, all of the plans to stop importation of fuel has to do with the, of course, building up of the refineries that we have right now, building more refineries, and then refurbishing the ones that we already have on ground, and at the same time working on the biofuel. And like they said, the CBN, that's the Apex Bank, it's already partnering with parastatals and other development banks, including the Bank of Industry, the Bank of Agriculture, the Proposed Development Bank of Nigeria, and all of these banks are set to come together to contribute a sum of $50 billion. All of this will be known as the biofuel industry equity. These monies will be put into the Nigerian biofuel policy and in incentive draft documents. All of this is to make sure that the firms involved in biofuel productions receive, of course, all the incentives that are needed. And so, pretty much there's a whole lot in the works. And one thing that was said by acting President Oshibanjo was that he intends to make sure that these things and all that we have even listed today, that they have talked about between yesterday and 4 hours ago this morning, they're saying that all of this will not just be talk, but they want to see how they can have this working. All of this will be implemented and not just promises. They intend to move this from intention to already acting to already working. And basically, if we can actually stop the importation of fuel by 2019, we can produce enough to the point that we can actually just be purely exporters when it comes, not just exporters now of raw materials, but actually exporters of crude oil, refined crude. I think this will really help us as a country, because this is something that we really need to work on. It's been so long we've been depending on fuel only, and the system on which we've even been depending on it has been really funny. We mine the raw crude, and then we take it out to other countries, have it refined, and then bring back the finished products into the country, and then we start selling to ourselves. And that is one reason why we've had fuel. We've had all these issues of fuel subsidy and non-subsidy removal. But if we have a situation where we produce the amounts of fuel we need as a country, we produce much more than we need, and we'll begin to sell it out, then I think the price of fuel may really, really drop for us as a country. And then while we're making money from ourselves with the consumption of our own materials, we also make money from the sale of the same products to other countries.
Right, of course, they've had it. Of course, their plans already put in place. But I think it's about time where we start to act on these plans, because every day there's always a plan. Every day there's always a policy. Every day there's always working for betterment of Nigerians. But we need to see it start off immediately and start yielding dividends. Of course, getting end results. And so the government has promised this end results. The ministries have promised the end results, both from the Ministry of Budget and National Planning. We also had Ministers of Information, Minister of Transportation, all lend their voices to this particular issue and say, of course, they have plans in motion to make sure that the country does come out of the recession. And yes, we just, like Crystal said, we want to be one of those, we want to be the giant of Africa again. In 2016, we flirted consistently with the position largest economy in Africa, and unfortunately South Africa toppled us at one point, but we regained the position or the spot back. But since that ascension to the throne, so to speak, economy wise, we have not been able to drop the rise of commodities, the price of commodities, and of course inflation generally in the markets. And so we're looking forward to seeing all of that come to an end, and when that is done, then we can say we have actually done a good job in the country. But for now, let's try to get your thoughts on all of these issues we've discussed today on Dialogue. Do well to call the number 0706 263 9275 or call 0903 939 4427.
Dear caller, KUFM appreciates your contributions and comments on its platforms.
Thank you. Far too kind.
We would ask that in making your contributions, desist from personal attacks or insults on other individuals or callers. Do not insult the sensibilities of other individuals. Endeavor to stick to the topic of discussion without unnecessary diversions. Be constructive rather than destructive. All good opinion counts. Make your comments brief and straight to the point. We will not tolerate insults or personal attacks on others. This is in order for us to serve you better. Thank you as you obey these rules. Remember, every caller is a presenter talking to an audience. Don't just be a caller, become a good one.
Hello?
Hello, Gucci. Thank you for picking my call.
All right, welcome. What's your name?
Surprisingly, you have spoken my mind twice. My name is Sonny. I'm calling from Airport.
All right, Sonny, good to have you. All right.
Good morning to you.
When you talked about Aliko Dangote, I think no wonder they said that be slow to speak and be fast to listen.
All right.
I wanted to, if it was possible, I would have shot your mouth from here. But surprisingly, you also said that we cannot depend on one man.
Okay.
So then you also talked about a whole lot of other that I'm quite pleased that you are not just making analysis, and you are also in Nigeria, and you have a right to also look at issues from both sides, see it to be feasible for us.
All right.
The other one was that we are tired of this, we have a plan, and we need to begin to see that the plan is working.
All right.
If you look at 2019, how long are we going to stay till 2019 before we will now start a journey? By then, there will be nobody in Nigeria. If the situation continues like this now, that will now buy fuel at 50 naira or 60 kobo, as the case may be.
All right.
That's because, honestly, it's becoming very funny.
Yes.
You know, the former minister of petroleum, Desiree Allison, talked about in 2014, they are going to do a turnaround maintenance and fuel will be available. I was looking at 2014 as though it was everlasting. We are already in 2017. Now, this current Minister for State for Petroleum, did go back to look at those templates and see the procedure they were going to use to ensure that they are working. If by now, what is the problem we are facing that Ajakuta Sea is still not working? And as I speak to you right now, we are not producing fuel for ourselves. We are only exporting crude oil. If we continue like this, whatever plan they have will not go to work because we need to see that it's feasible. And at the end of the day, we will achieve it. Because before this administration came in, they said we will buy for 50 naira. And now that this one saying I didn't say, the other one say I didn't say. We cannot continue like this. I think they need to allow the plan to work just like you said. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Sonny. Let's get to other thoughts. Call the number 0706-263-9275 or call 0903-939-4427. We're also on the SMS platform. It is 0807 400 9076. Do well to send us an SMS to share your thoughts with us as regards all of the issues we've covered in dialogue for today. You can also hit us up on social media. Twitter is KUFM Nigeria. Facebook is facebook.com/KUFM Nigeria.
KUFM with another first.
92.7 KUFM is up
With another first. With another first.
Your birthday parties, weddings, anniversaries, church programs, political rallies, seminars, and symposiums can now be broadcast live on the radio for a token fee. Live on the radio for a token fee. Call now for inquiries 070-3805-0243 or 080-8877-3644. Or you can visit our marketing office at the top floor of the Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62 Ihama Road, Benin City, Edo State. KUFM. Turn on excitement.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome. Hello.
My name is Grace Mang.
Okay. Where are you calling from?
Good morning. I'm calling from New Lagos Road.
All right, please tone down the volume of your radio set and let's have your contribution, please.
All
right, go on.
Okay. Now, Nigeria is a very complex country to govern. You must accept that. You know, those in positions of authority owe us a duty, you know, to actually give us hope. And that's what the president, the acting president, and probably the Minister of State for Petroleum are trying to do. So we must understand it in that light. What we need in this country actually to begin to make a headway is a ruthless leader, albeit ruthless but benevolent, you know, so that because there are a lot of sabotage here and there trying to, you know, who benefit from the organization in the system. So unfortunately, our president is not too fine now. He has that clout, that ruthlessness to govern this country. But I want to state here and clear that the politicians, whether they are in PDP, APC, or whatever party, they are not the solution of this country. We need technocrats to come into politics and get the engine working. That is my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Let's get more. A lot of people were talking about the fact that we do need a technocrat. Let's see if this person shares the same thoughts.
Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Welcome. What's your name, please?
This is Mr. Thompson coming from Benin.
All right, Mr. Thompson, let's have your contribution.
No, I don't have any contribution. I just want to thank the KUFM for their airtime this morning.
Okay, thank you.
Hello? Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning to you.
Yeah.
This is Mazi from Sapele, Delta State.
All right, Mazi, welcome. Give us a reaction.
Let me first of all appreciate you people for enlightening the public.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for a job well done.
Thank you, sir.
You see, I want to advise every Nigerian to stop, taking everything hook, line, and sinker, because things are not in order, because the right people are not in place. Now, we have acting president now. We have the Minister of State for Petroleum. We have Minister of Planning. We have all the ministers. Majority of them are all lawyers. What do they have to offer when it comes to economy or management of country's economy? They have little or nothing to offer in that regard. Now, Nigerians have been shouting, complaining. They don't give a damn. They are not interested to listen or to take advice. Now they're telling us the economy will improve. The economy will improve. For how long? For how long? So I admonish all Nigerians to pray to God to send us a Messiah. To send us a Messiah. Because what is happening was not what Nigerians bargained for. That's my take now.
Thank you so much, Mazi, for your contribution. Let's get more.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, come back, Christabel. This pastor.
All right, let's have your contribution.
But the truth of the matter is that Nigeria is moving ahead. Nothing like obstacle, no fasting, no miracle, no prayer, no testimony. So this challenge cannot bring us down, it will increase us. That's what I say. Thank you.
Good morning. All right.
All right, let's try to get more. Do we have messages on the SMS platform at this point? Try to call 0706-263-9275. If the traffic is a bit too much, you can send us an SMS on 0807-400-9076. You can also call now 0903-939-427 or tweet us on Twitter at KUFM Nigeria, and of course Facebook. Send a comment, facebook.com/KFM Nigeria.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you. What's your name, please? All right, I guess the network is acting up.
All right, of course, you can keep trying. Let's see if we can get one or two more calls and then call it quits on Dialogue for today, Wednesday's edition. Quick reminder, of course, the budgets, the Edo State budgets, or the appropriation bill 2017 has been passed after it was presented last year by the governor of Edo State, Governor Gordon Obaseki. And yes, we look forward to talking about all of that and more tomorrow on Thursday, which is, of course, Edo issues. But let's continue with this one for today. Let's see if we can squeeze in one or two more calls and then wrap it up.
Hello, good morning. All right. Seems the network is not very much our friend today.
Sadly. But anyhow, let's wrap it up today on the show Dialogue. And it's been a quite interesting day today. And of course, we've dealt with all of these topics. And we hope that, of course, we get much improvement in all of these sectors as soon as possible. Anyhow, my name is Augustus. Aigbe. Good morning.
My name is Christabel. Otubo. Good morning.
92.7 KUFM.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys.
On KUFM 92.7. Turn on excitement.
KUFM 92.7. Turn on excitement. The best of everything. KUFM 92.7. Turn on excitement.
This is Madonna.
Hey, this is John Bon Jovi.
Hey, this is Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
Hey, this is Kylie.
Hi, this is Simon Cowell.
You guys rock!
92.7 FM.
Big radio.
Everybody wants to know more of this and more of that. What is happening around the globe? Me, myself, I want to know. Such no more. 'Cause I got good news for you. The best station is knocking on your door. Just sit back and relax, babe. Just sit back and relax. 'Cause all you have to do is tune into 92.7 KUFM. 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 Tune into 92.7 information. Tune into 92.7 sports and gossip. Tune into 92.7 KUFM.
92.7 KUFM. Turn on excitement.
KUFM 92.7. Turn on excitement.
I am Augustus Aigbe, and this is 92.7 KU Radio.
92.7 KUFM.
From Benin City to the world.
This is 92.7 KUFM News Update.
Good morning and welcome to KUFM's news update on the hour. I am Augustus Aigbe. The acting president, Professor Yemil Shibanjo, has reassured Nigerians that the economic hardship brought about by the recession in the country will soon be over. In a statement personally signed by Professor Shibanjo, the acting president commended the Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, and his officers for handling the protest with professionalism and respect for the rights of citizens. Recall that several protests for and against government policies were held in some parts of the country on Monday. Over now to Rivers. The Rivers State government has challenged the Nigerian police force to provide evidence that the state governor, Nyesom Wike, bribed some officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, with huge sums of money as alleged by the force. The government, in a statement signed by the State Commissioner of Information, Tam George, gave the challenge in reaction to early reports showing the force displaying huge sum of money allegedly recovered from INEC officials. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki on Tuesday signed a budget of 153.18 billion naira into law for the 2017 fiscal year. The governor also signed into law a bill for the amendment of the Consolidation and Prosperity. Also signed into law a bill for the amendment to the Contributory Pension Act. The bill, titled Budget of Consolidation and Prosperity, is the first appropriation bill by the governor since assumption of office. And now to Ekiti State. The Ekiti State House of Assembly has ordered former Governor Kayode Fayemi to appear before it to answer questions on alleged diversion and mismanagement of funds during his tenure. The Assembly urged the Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, and State Commissioner of Police, Awosin Inalegu, and other security agencies to bring the minister before it. The lawmakers at their plenary on Tuesday said they were compelled to issue a warrant of arrest against the former governor because he has failed to honor 3 summons extended to him to explain management of the funds under his administration. And lastly, to wrap up the news update, at 10, the federal government has directed the National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control NAFDAC to register all small and medium enterprises exhibitors at the ongoing First Nigerian Food Safety and Investment Forum within 2 weeks. The Minister of Health, Professor Isaac Adewale, gave the order at a forum organized by the United Nations Industrial Development Organization in Lagos. Professor Adewale also ordered that all SMEs should be given 50% rebate certification inspection by NAFDAC, while mandating the agency to ensure that the process is concluded within the next 2 weeks. And that's KFM's news update on the hour. I am Augustus Aigbe. Join us every hour for more news updates and at 11:45 for a major news bulletin. KUFM News, your number one name in radio news. Good morning.
From Benin City to the world.
This is 92.7 KUFM News Update.
92.7 KUFM. The best of everything. KUFM 92.7. Turn on excitement.
The following takes place between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Events occur in real time.
Everybody wants to know more of this and more of that. What is happening around the globe? Me, myself, I want to know. Search no more, 'cause I got good news for you. The best station is knocking on your door. Just sit back and relax, hey. Just sit back and relax. 'Cause all you have to do is tune into 92.7 KUFM. 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 Tune into 92.7 information. Tune into 92.7 sports and gossip. Tune into 92.7 KUFM.
92.7 KUFM. Turn on excitement.
Don't ever play yourself.
Don't ever play yourself.
You never miss out on the conversation if you follow us on Twitter at KUFM Nigeria. You can also watch our live and video streams and interact with us and every other listener when you like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/KUFM Nigeria. Miss any of our news bulletins? Catch up on our website, www.kufmng.com. We are KU 927, Benin City's more music variety station. Turn on excitement.
Hit music.
Yeah! This is Kelly Clarkson.
This is Ed Sheeran.
This is Rita Ora. Turn up your radio.
It's 92.7. All right.
Hi, I'm Rihanna. We play all the hits. Shine bright like a diamond.
I'm at the bottom of the sea. I will stay down. I don't know where's the boat I'm gonna take tonight. Crawl up this
Sometimes you might see me in the range, looking fly, but deep down I'm feeling pain. 'Cause everywhere there's pressure, I can feel the strain. Sometimes you might see me looking dope, but there's nothing in my bank account, the boy is broke. Trying to meet demands, I swear it's hard to cope. Yeah, and me self, I be human. Somebody help me tell Mr. No More Loss. When OJB was sick, it was hurting all of us. But sometimes even artists don't have dough on us. Yeah, 'cause we said we be human. And yeah, I bought myself a nicer car. Cause how you arrive, man, that's the price you want. But if you're wondering if I'm struggling, man, how right you are, I swear, me self, I mean.
The man in the mirror, now you I want to talk about. Before you dress up, start to walk about. About you, they must talk about. Cause you self, you be human being, no. But keep on moving as a peaceful doubt. Make you know, say, you did the roundabout. The same circle, everybody there about. Cause you self, you be human being, no. Sometimes some people go, they shout. Make you look them without a doubt. No, say, human being blood flowing in them. Themself, them be human being, no. As we